Well, more than 1,200 farmers and their families turned out here in the Crescent City for the 88th Annual Convention of the Louisiana Farm Bureau. It's not only a time to talk about farm issues, but the conference is a time for farm families to unwind a little bit before the grind of harvest begins. This week in Louisiana Agriculture's Avery Davidson is standing by with this week's special guest to tell us more about why this convention is so important to the state's farmers and ranchers.
Mike, the 88th annual meeting of the Louisiana Farm Bureau is always a family affair, but it's also where they take care of a lot of business. Joining me now is Louisiana Farm Bureau Federation President Ronnie Anderson. And Ronnie, I know that there was a lot of policy discussed here, especially some stances on cap and trade. Tell me a little bit about that.
Avery, we do, and that's a process that goes on for about 6 months before we get to convention. The parishes meet, go over resolutions that they like to propose, things they'd like to see done in legislative activities in the state or nationally or wherever it might be. And then we have a series of committee meetings and discussions here, 3 different sessions to finally come with the policy that we put together that we adhere to for next year. And one of the things, like you mentioned, is cap and trade, that we're very concerned about what that's going to do to our ability to the cost of production in agriculture, the cost of utilities for our homes and our farms, and the economy of Louisiana is based on carbon activities, and we really do not want to see that thing passed, and some of the problems that we think will come from it, we want to let our delegation know that we're opposed.
Predictions from you concerning where you think we'll be by the next convention as far as agriculture goes in Louisiana?
I think it's going to be a good year for agriculture. Livestock industry is picking up. The beef cattle prices are stronger. We've got some issues in dairy we got to deal with. We've got poultry issues we have to deal with. But we have a staff. We have the connections legislatively and to the regulatory people, and we're going to be working full speed ahead to try to make sure that all of these segments, every segment of agriculture, has an opportunity to do well this year.
All right, thank you very much. President Ronnie Anderson with the Louisiana Farm Bureau Federation. I'm going to make a checklist on your predictions, and we'll see at the 89th annual meeting if all of them came to pass. So, Mike, very optimistic here. We'll see what happens next year.
Avery Davidson, thanks.